29th of September, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Good to see you back, Lou. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at what the dinim were and what remains, perhaps, if anything, of the kedusha of the sukkah and the decorations of the sukkah. That would be in Taf Reish, the Perek Vav of the Mishnah Berura.
I'm sorry, Taf Reish what?
Taf Reish, 1 second. Taf Reish Samech Zion. Taf Reish Samech Zion. That's what
Samech Zion.
Samech Zion. You see how much of this is relevant to us now. After this is irrelevant to the 8th day, which was yesterday, but we'll see what carries over, if anything, to now and perhaps forever. Yeah, primarily the Mechaber. Mayor, would you like to do a little bit of reading?
Okay, let's see. I'm at Chet. Operation Sonic
Zion. Taf Reish Samech Zion.
Zion. Okay. So it says, let's see. Sukkah v'nuya asurim gam b'shmini. Oh, okay. So were they referring to touching it? The touching of sukkah and the decorations are prohibited also on Shmini Atzeret.
So I have to see if this is referring to mukso or hana. What type of an issue is this?
What is this word? No, yeah.
No, the decorations, the decorations of the sukkah.
I'm looking out my window and my sukkah is all gone. My son and grandson came over to take it apart last night.
Wow. I'm running out during the breaks and taking piece by piece.
Well, now I can see Yerushalayim again, not just the pictures on the walls.
Okay, very good.
Okay. So it says, continuing, Uvechutza la'aretz se'osim shnei yamim tovim. And outside of Eretz Yisrael, they make Yontif for 2 days. So Asur Gam but Shivi Shehu Safek Shmini. So it's forbidden also on the 9th day because there's a suffix about Shmini Atzeret, or the 8th day, I guess.
Right.
So, but out Chutz La'aretz, they still what's it? Not the 8th day. It's really the 9th day. They do Simchat Torah, don't they? Or is it
Right. Yeah, right. So that's the second of the 2 days of Yom Tov, right? The first day is Shmini Atzeres, and then the 9th day is Simchas Torah.
Okay. It says V'im Chal Shabbat Motzei Yom Tov Acharon Shel Chag Nohagim Shelo Lehistapek Minoi Sukkah Ad Motzei Shabbat V'yesh Matirin. Okay, so let's see. And if I guess Yom Tov begins on Motzei Shabbos, or is that the last day, I guess, of Yom Tov?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the first day can't be Motzei Shabbos. I don't think so. Okay, so the last day of Yom Tov is on Motzei Shabbos. No hagim shelo lehistapek. There's a doubt about minui.
So his topic is not a doubt, but that his topic to use or utilize to supply yourself with these things.
Oh, okay. So supply, okay, the things of the sukkah until Motzei Shabbos, and that is permitted.
I'm sorry, I'm getting lost.
Yeah.
What is it that's forbidden?
So there are 2 things that could be possibly forbidden here. One is getting benefit from it, hana, and it could be forbidden because it's considered to be muksa. So muksa is really, if we'll see in the Mishna Berura, they'll discuss about these two potential prohibitions.
Okay, so it's saying on Sukkos, we have this prohibition. And also on Shmini Atzeres, we have this prohibition.
Right.
And if it's in Chutz La'aretz, we have it on Simchas Torah also.
Is that right? It continues on.
And there's a doubt, because there's a doubt about the 9th day.
Right.
Now, what is this Im Chal Shabbos? This is if Shabbos comes right after the end of Shmini Atzeret.
Right. If Chal Shabbos b'Motzei Yom Tov Achron Shel Chag, meaning if today would be Shabbos, if today would be Shabbos, right?
Right.
So, I mean, Simchas Torah was in Eretz Yisrael we're referring to. Simchas Torah and Shmini Atzeret was on Erev Shabbos, right? And today would be now Shabbos.
Right.
So in that case, knowing Shelo Listabek Menoi Sukkah Ad Motzei Shabbos. The custom is that we don't utilize any of the decorations from the sukkah until after Shabbos, until Motzei Shabbos.
Ah, I see. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
So the last 2 words, yesh matirin, is, but there are some people who say you can use the decorations on Shabbos?
Right, it's just the custom is to forbid it, but there are those opinions that say it's permissible.
Okay, thank you.
That also includes the schach, right? That we can't touch.
Oh, we'll see that's the sukkah. Well, the Mishnah Berura is going to speak about schach as well, right? It could also
Okay.
include the walls as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You want to use the walls as a gangplank or a tabletop, right? So that may not be permissible.
Right.
Okay, let's stop here and see the Mishnah Berura.
Okay, so it says the noya and the decorations. Okay. Hainu keshe itra b'mini perot shetalaba v'nui. Okay, so hainu keshe itra, something about the fruit that's hanging on the sukkah for decorations.
Itra is like it was decorated with.
Oh, decorated itra.
Yeah.
Okay. Ve'im itra this sidinin hamsuyarin. It's decorated with sidinin.
These are like our sheets.
Oh, sheets.
Right, or mitzuron, like embroidery. They were mitzuroyim. They were illustrated. They had certain sheets that were, or there were embroideries that were hung up on the sukkah to make the walls nice.
Mm-hmm. So that's another question then. On these cloth walls, they have zippered windows.
Yeah.
Be able to unzip it to open the window a little bit for fresh air.
Sure, right.
Well, that's another question. Okay. Nohagim lahoridan labayit mitnei chashash genavim o gishamim. Okay, so there's you can acceptable to the horidan to go down to your house,
Well,
to the house.
I mean, literally, that's what it means, but it means to take them down and bring them into the house. Take them down from the sukkah and bring them into the house.
Oh, okay. Mitnei chashash, because there's an impediment. Ganavim.
Because that
Chashash ganavim.
You're afraid of thieves or rain.
right.
Oh, thieves, right? Ganav, right?
Especially you can imagine, especially if you really had very embellished embroideries, so it might be worth a fair amount of money. Some people want to make their sukkah very nice and pretty, so they'll put in a lot of effort into hanging very elaborate embroideries on their sukkah walls. And people,
Yeah, my mechutin does that, and if it rains, he actually has a tarp built on the edge of the roof that he can roll over it to. Obviously, you can't use a sukkah then, but at least it could protect it from the rain.
very nice. That's right.
What
Exactly.
is this reference to fruit? Why would you be worried about it raining on the fruit?
Well, it could be that let's say you hung up wheat and barley, other vegetables and things like this. So they get wet, they could begin to mold or spoil.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, the Ain La'el B'Siman Tafresh Lamed Chet Sof Sif Bet. Okay, so they'll explain more in, or they did explain more, it looks like Tafresh Lamed Chet in Sif Bet. Okay. So it says, let's see, Gam Bishmini, also on the 8th day. Okay. The Ilu Mitra Mi Suda, the vein Hashmashot, Ba'e Le Mechal the Gava. Wait, something about the meal.
Right, that we have over here.
Oh, it's sunset. The vein Hashmashot.
Right, that it was, if you had a Suda, right, meaning Ben Hashmashis, meaning let's say for some, again, you, again, we're talking about on the 8th day, right, which is going out of the Chag, and if it happened to be that going into this is Ben Hashmashis of the 8th day, meaning from the 7th day, which is still Sukkot, going into the 8th day, if you happen to have a Suda that you had to eat, let's say it was a bris milah or something like that, right? In such a case, you'd have to eat that sukkah in the sukkah or not. So that's what the Mishnah Berura is referring to. The ilu risrame suda b'ben hashmashas boy lemichel megavai. You'd have to eat it outside. You'd have to eat the sukkah outside the sukkah. Once it now is that you use the sukkah during the Ben Hashmashis, right? It becomes muksa, the whole sukkah becomes muksa for that whole 8th day. So even though, then in theory, the sukkah is really finished with the end of the 7th day, the sukkah really now becomes a non-sukkah, right? Nevertheless, if it was used for some reason during Ben Hashmashis, now it remains a sukkah it means in terms of the kedusha of the sukkah being a item which is considered to be like muksa, that'll extend all the way through the 8th day now, which wouldn't normally be the case. Because the whole concept of muksa is based on the status of something during the period of Ben Hashmashis, going into the holiday or going into Shabbos. Those items which are considered to be usable during that period of Ben Hashmashis, going from the weekday to the Shabbos, or in this case, the Yom Tov. So those things be considered to be usable, they will not be muksa, but it's something which is not considered to be usable will be considered to be muksa.
Okay, umigoy de it ketsae ben hashmashot it ketsae lechule yoma vehu hadin bechutza laaretz asur b'tishi mehai tama.
Right.
Miga. Is Miko isn't when? No.
Or since.
Oh, since. Okay. Cuts a.
It's sorry, that's the source of that word is from the same source as the muksa. Muksa meaning is like it's now designated.
So it's designated muktzah at sunset as muktzah for the whole day, it looks like. Din, and so the din is outside of Eretz Yisrael, it's asur on the 9th day. That's for that reason, I guess.
Right, same thing. Once it's considered to be designated for use, or let's say it's considered to be prohibited during that period of Bein Hashmashos, it becomes prohibited for the whole day.
Okay. So Gimel is Ad Motzei Shabbat until the end of Shabbat. Okay, the Kevan, the Yom Tov Asur, since on Yom Tov, it's forbidden to touch these things, handle them, I guess. Im Yistapek b'Shabbat Mikrei Chachana. It is okay. Doubtful.
Yistapek in this case means it's you're going to utilize it. You're going to be.
Utilize it on Shabbat, I guess, for preparation.
Right. Also, Gam is not going to be Shabbos. It's also to utilize it on Shabbos, the Mikra Chachana. That's considered to be a type of preparation.
Okay. The Efshar de lo Baal Hodia Ella Shenahagu Kach Velo Medina. Okay, so and it's the Efshar, it's possible that they don't come to announce Shenahagu that it's a custom outside of Israel.
Right, it's Efshar, it's possible. The low boil, it's only meaning the Mechaber is only coming to inform us about this. Shelo Nagokach, that we're not accustomed to do this.
Oh, okay.
We're low Medina, not because of the law.
Oh, not Medina is the law. Oh, okay. Okay. Chigam the Tosafot Tanu al Haminhag. Let's see. The Gam Le'el B'Siman Tafresh Samek Hey Satan B'Deya Harishona L'Hakel K'Hayesh Matirin Dechan.
Right, and it could be that the Shulchan Aruch, when the Mechaber wrote the way he wrote it, it was coming to be lenient, like he said in the end about those who are permissible. Meaning, there were those who were strict, but the Mr. Brewer is saying it's really going to be like the Mechaber said at the end, that there were those who permitted it. Yeah, I see it's a little bit after, it's after 10:30 already, so okay, well,
it's 10:30 already, wow.
Yeah. Okay, good. We'll continue tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Yeshikaya.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Lou. Have a good day.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Look forward to see you tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Good reading,
Okay.
Mayor.
Okay.
Thank you.